Flip side, St. Mary's, who won the league this year, they are one of two teams in the country that had the same starting lineup for every single game.
An amazing contrast between the top team in the league and the bottom team, Fisher. That's what's synced up now. So if the Tigers play it right, they'll have the final shot of the half. Washington on the floor for this final possession. So we'll see who initiates for Pacific. Clock down to 6. Jones into the corner. Fisher drives, almost had it stolen, gets the shot off and hits it as the buzzer goes off. And that shot.
Christoph Tilley, also Johnny O'Neill, and Adama Alpha-Ball for the Tigers under first-year head coach Dave Smart, Jefferson Coolby, Lamar Washington, Jazz Gardner, Elias Ralph, and Elijah Fisher. The Tigers in the home whites trimmed in orange. Santa Clara in the maroon uniforms trimmed in white as Fisher goes into the paint, gets a quick deuce.
Yeah,
its thing. And after a 4-0 Pacific lead, the Broncos have hit 2 threes. Ball has done it. And Santa Clara with a 2-point lead. Fisher gets through the defense, and Fisher scoops and scores. By way of West Valley College in L.A., it's a great program down there at West Valley as he misses both free throws. That is not a strength for Mahi. 65% free throw shooter as Fisher connects. But just finish. The guy that is very well suited to coach in the WCC. Fisher gets 2 more. Rapp going right in at Elias Ralph, and Ralph with good defense without fouling.
good box out there by Pacific. They had a triangle to grab that defensive board.
And Elijah Fisher. Dengdeed working on Elias Ralph. Ralph takes him into the paint and goes across the way to Fisher. Up with the right hand. Gets 2.
Nice.
And at the same time he was trying to get that shot up, he was also trying to secure the pass. So Dengdeed with a good finish. High degree of difficulty. Delano pressuring the ball near midcourt. Now Koulibaly to the left angle. Fisher will go to work on Masic. He'll go up to his right and knock it down.
And they burn the Tigers in transition.
Fisher in the lane, Fisher for 2. And it's a 21-point lead for the Pilots.
The second turnover on the Tigers' baseline out-of-bounds play there in this game.
Fisher the spin and the finish for the Tigers.
Good team defense there by Pacific. Forced Portland into a tough shot late in the clock. Now you got to take advantage on the offensive end here.
Fisher, the right hand, gets 2. Elijah Fisher doing what he on the stretch.
He's had a really good second half for Shante Liggins and the Pilots.
Fisher, the crossover. Fisher into Dengdeed off the windows. Midcourt, they're exchanging passes, and now down low. McKinnon goes up and gets blocked by Caneys. Pacific trailing by 8. They need a bucket here. Fisher into the paint, and Fisher for 2, and a chance for 3.
All right, we're ready for basketball. The opening tip-off goes to Pacific, and we are underway from the Sobrato Center at War Memorial Gym. Lamar Washington running the offense for UOP. This is a team that averages just under 70 points per game.
Yeah, offense is not the problem with the Tigers. It's all about how they're going to play defense.
This is Elias Ralph. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Fisher, mid-range is pure.
So that's a great.
Tigers looking for their 10th win of the year. They only won 6 all of last season. Again, this is a program you can tell heading in the right direction under first-year head coach Dave Smart.
USF switched their defense to a 2-3 zone.
Fisher from straight away, and there's the first three of the night. Pacific trying to add to this 1-point lead. Again, the last time these teams met, it was a very close game in Stockton early January. Nice move by Fisher, and he gets it. Defense is keeping them in this game, down just 3. Lingard for the tie, in and out.
Nice look by Lingard, was not able to knock it down, in and out, but again, at some point, these threes will start falling for either one of these teams.
USF 0 for 11 now from 3. Pacific 1 for 7. Fisher inside and over the top of Lingard.
Downhill, the defender had to come off. Lingard was right there, right man, right spot, was able to get it and flush it on.
First bucket of the night for Carlton Lingard. 37-33 Dons. Washington, pretty crossover. Ripped away, got it back. Fisher, aggressive move. Whips it across for Riley, hands it to O'Donnell, but it's knocked away from him.
O'Donnell had an opportunity, tried to gather himself.
And Fisher on the receiving end.
Spot took the screen and roll, elevated right at the free throw line. The mid-range game, the lost art, coming into play this evening.
This game has featured 9 lead changes, 6 ties. Fisher into the paint. Pretty.
Shooting 60% in the second half. And that's been the difference in the game so far.
That'll get the job done. Ralph for Fisher, going to step into a 3 and hit. Pacific not.
Nice mid-range jumper.
Marcus Williams becomes the 4th Don in double figures. He's got 11. Fisher quickly to the basket. And Dave.
Length at 6'7", 6'8". Full court pressure now, 2-2-1 by Oregon State.
The lead is 4 for the Beavers. 12:30 left to go in the first half right here. Washington, who has been quiet. He's dropped 40 this year. He's dropped 31.
Just one shot. He's got 2 points. Zone defense by Oregon State now.
In the seam.
So guess who inside?
Yeah, execution, Minor, and Fala. That was fun.
2-man game.
The lead is 7 again for Oregon State. There's the switch. Washington couldn't really find anybody, so dumps it to Ralph. Man, what a tough shot.
They got nothing to lose and everything to gain. They're just looking to move up, get out of that first day at the WCC tournament in Las Vegas, and just wreak some havoc.
Second half underway, 40 apiece. The Beavers had 2 or 3 7-point leads in that first half. The Pacific just kept coming back. And how about Fisher with Minor? Good matchup.
Yeah, the game within the game right here.
Washington. Wow. Well, staying with it is Fisher. Well done.
Carrawell, so crafty, such a good scorer, Trey, utilizing his body in terrific fashion, nice body control, and the finish.
Fisher, 25 games in double figures this season, working against Merkvaladze, goes up and under, past Asanza.
Stone Carrawell, just an absolute threat from all over the floor.
Lions have hit their last 5 on a 12-2 run now. And they have locked down defensively after Pacific scored the first 7. Here's Koulibaly. Fisher against Stone Carrawell. Quick move into the paint with the left hand. Boy, he is explosive.
Ran into Smith, no whistle. Battle from the corner, short, and Battle continues to struggle from beyond the mark in this game as Washington to Elijah Fisher. Fisher looking to get downhill. Fisher up and in, and the Tigers is on the board now. That's his first make and his first points of the night. Nemhard weaving through the D, had his pocket picked, and the Tigers have numbers. 2-on-1, Kravakovic dumps it to Fisher, up and in off the glass.
against Washington State. He's playing really well right now.
Ensminger turns the corner. There's a kick out for Adama Alpha Ball. Broncos lead the conference in threes made per game at 10. That's 25th best in the country. Fisher, drive, floats, and a nice. Once the minutes kind of get into a rhythm, players understand their role, and the Broncos have started to get into that mode a little bit as Fisher's going to drive and lay it in.
He's a great guy, and he's someone that I think Bronco fans will continue to enjoy as he grows here on the Mission campus. He's a good person overall, and certainly someone that brings out the best in others as well.
Nice floater from distance, and he's the first Bronco into double figures with 11. Correction, second after Cam Tongue.
And that's Adama Alpha Ball's third triple on the night, really shooting the ball confidently, smoothly.
Fisher with a nice little floater for the jam. So as the new commissioner of the NCAA, Henry Caruso will put in some guidelines. 26-point Bronco lead. Nice. Nice.
Stints at Lamar was 2022-23. He was the Southland Conference Freshman of the Year before playing 16 games for Washington last season. Now on the other side of the state at Wazoo as Fisher answers away with it. Washington to the hole, and Washington can't finish. Ball is loose. Another offensive rebound. Fisher this time puts it up and in. Dane Erickstrup, who played at Cal Poly Pomona, CCAA Freshman of the Year, 21-22. He averaged 11.5 points a game at Cal Poly Pomona to go along with just over 5 rebounds in his time there at the D2 level. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Fisher spins and up with the right hand. Elijah. And now Isaiah Watts will take it and does not get the roll. Ralph pulls down the rebound. Elijah Fisher, left-handed dribble into the paint. Fisher goes up with the right hand, gets the roll.
Transfer from Loyola, Maryland. So he's on the court quickly. Wade staying on man-to-man. You just keep waiting. Will they go to that zone? But I'm sure the Tigers practice on that quite a bit and getting ready for the second meeting between the two schools. Going down the lane, Fisher throws it up and in. University Coach of the Year, won 13 University Canadian National Championships. He is the John Wooden of Canada. He's a graduate of Queen's University in Ottawa, Canada. All right, the free throws, the Waves up by 9, but inside Fisher, who slams it in. Dozic 6'10", Buka 6'9". They set up defensively. And for Pacific, only down by 7 with such a cold start. They're still only shooting 27% on 4 of 15. Down the lane, Fisher. 18 on the shot clock, 7:09 on the game clock. Fisher inside, battling, throws it off the glass and scores. In Stockton, nice move by Washington. His shot rolls up. It comes out to Seth Jones. And inside, Fisher puts it up and in. While 30 points, but the Tigers won it without Elias Ralph, one of their top scorers on this team, and Ralph in the front court. He'll go outside looking for a three-point shot, but the Tigers just not a good three-point shooting team. They're 1 for 16 tonight. It'll take a couple years for Dave Smart to turn things around, same as Ed Schilling at Pepperdine. Fisher lays it in.
Even though it was early in the shot clock.
And Porter swatted by Jazz Gardner.
There you go. Beautiful athletic play by Gardner.
This is Elijah Fisher for 3. And once he received that pass, it was game over.
Elias lost vision of the ball there. He had no idea that pass was heading that way. Had his back turned to the passer.
Lamar Washington near the right elbow out to Jefferson Coulibaly with under 10 to shoot. Coulibaly hesitates. Out to Fisher. 2 to shoot, and Elijah has to put up a tough shot, and he banks it. Only 28% from 3.
Yeah, but he's playing hard on both ends of the floor, you know, and that's going to affect that jump shot, especially from deep.
Here is Ralph. Double teamed. Out to Fisher with 10 to shoot. Fisher hesitation. And through a double team, muscles it up and in. Fisher will trigger in. 20 seconds at the time of the inbound for the Tigers on the shot clock.
Tigers looking really for some offensive rhythm here, Zach, in the first half. They really haven't got much into an offensive flow yet in this ball game.
Coulibaly in the paint with 3 to shoot. Fisher will launch a long 2 and knock it down. Just have to tip your cap there. McBride played very good defense and held his ground. Now McBride, a tough left-handed shot won't go, and there's a double-double for Elias Ralph. That's his 10th rebound, and with that bucket just a few moments ago, he's got 10 points. Fisher off the dribble, falling away, and does not use glass.
Smarter than that, Zach. 3 personal fouls, can't be reaching in.
Fisher the drive. Fisher the slam.
Well, he's just pure net on these shots.
Amy 5 of 8 from three-point range. He's got 20 points to lead all scorers. So LMU holding the line. Now Washington from the elbow is going to give a bounce pass down low to Fisher. Elijah, the shot clock winding down, muscles his way to the rim. Amy, Coulibaly trying to hang with him, and Amy spun and lost his defender and then missed the layup. So Tigers dodge a bullet. Fisher goes behind the back. Fisher off the glass and in. And he's going to get to the line, and that's just what the doctor ordered.
Drive and kick, great look for the Pilots.
If Portland can get help from the bench,
yes,
and keep this pace where Legs would like it to be with the help from the bench, it's going to be a good night for Portland.
Well, anytime you can have the bench come in and be productive and you don't lose anything, as far
as much as the 40, as you talked about, J-Mo, the buzzer beater at the end in Pullman, no less.
Yeah, the buzzer beater is the shot right there. There's nothing like it. Game-winning shot, that is the best feeling.
Oof. Save it. But Delano.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's as an athletic move as you are going to see all night and then some.
I mean, my goodness, I thought he was going to jump over the bench when he caught that basketball, but my goodness.
I love Delano's game.
I do too, and he's just continuing to get better and better. Just needs to be a little bit more of an offensive threat.
Confident guy. Love the kid's game. Washington, he's got to go with 5 seconds. Leaves it. Oh!
And the beginning of the game, Portland capitalized on 3 turnovers by Pacific, and since then, Pacific has been on a 15-1 point advantage off of turnovers.
Wow. Busted.
Of attacking and getting to the rim and getting to the free throw line.
More tosses for the Pilots. Again, the lead is a deuce. 4:35 left to go in this ball game. We'll say it in regulation. Fisher. Tough take by Fisher. Count it, baby. To the line you go.
Great sweep. Protect the basketball and finish on the reverse side.
Fisher, minute to go. Fisher hesitates. Fisher and one. Tigers not going away. Before completing his high school career at Arizona Compass Prep. All right, here we go. Big possession for Fisher and company. Spinning against Austin and scoring.
Make it 4 for 4, and the Beavers have an 11-point lead with just over 15 and a half to go. We mentioned Elias Ralph picking up 2 fouls, so that'll get Dave Smart into his bench. Petar Krivaka pitches in. Also, Burke Smith checks in for Jazz Gardner. Washington being guarded tightly by Minor. They'll switch. Fisher with 10 to shoot. The drive, Fisher, tough finish, and he finishes. And Josiah Lake. Beavs applying some light backcourt pressure here. Washington takes it across. And then gives up top to Koulibaly.
1-2-2, very active zone here.
As Fisher gets two. 15 foul on the Beavs. Washington lobs the inbound to Kravakovic. Eight to shoot. Fisher, another tough finish. Wow.
%, from the floor, Zach, so he's getting some good looks. He has nice elevation on that jump shot.
Washington, Koulibaly, back to Lamar. Extra pass to Fisher on the baseline. Sucks the defense in, but Fisher rises up and knocks pitch, who goes off the dribble. Out to Benson, and Benson a good look at a three, off the mark, and the tip by Elijah Fisher. Right point lead. Pacific stuck in the mud here, and they're in a scoreless drought of nearly 2 minutes. Fisher the drive and the finish. Makes it a 23-point game. For Oliveira, the freshman, he has 14 points on 6 of 11. Elijah Fisher for three straight away. Freshman from Greece is on the floor now for USF. Second reset on the timer for Pacific as Washington trying to find Elias Ralph. Ralph being shadowed and swarmed by Marcus Williams. So now Jazz Gardner going to try and take it. Sucks the defense in, gets Fisher an open look, and he drains it. Robbie Beasley will turn it over. Elijah Fisher chugging hard ahead of the defense, and Elijah Fisher. The Dons are coming off of a grinder of a game on Monday versus Santa Clara. So the Dons spent a lot of energy getting the win in overtime in that game. And it might be a little worn down here tonight. Fisher going right at Thomas. Fisher, a little fake move and a finish off the window. Fisher backing his way in and then spins baseline. Rebound only to have the ball stolen, and now ahead to Koulibaly, who missed the layup, but it's put back in by Elijah. Land on the year. And Beasley is 1 for 2 tonight.
USF 5 for 10 from beyond the arc in this half.
Count for his presence. Can't let him have that look.
6 of 11 from downtown here in the second half for the Dons. Incredible shooting.
Fisher, what a finish, and he draws.
Off the missed shot.
Thomas gets Kravakovic to take a spill, but misses the shot, and Gardner clamps the rebound. It's been a big game for Gardner, his 7th rebound to go along with his 9 points. Fisher in the paint. Fisher the fake. Fisher the finish. Beside himself.
Well, they went small, and nobody had the big guy leaking out deep there.
Oh, and they wanted to get Elias Ralph back in, and they're unable as well. Elijah Fisher with a jam.
Added him late to the roster. He's already making a big impact for the Tigers. With 55 to play, that was the 6th team foul on USD. Gamble back up top for Fisher. 10 to shoot. Fisher against the triple team does manage to get the layup. That's no good. Now Truitt will line up from the wing, launching the three. Back iron. Rebound to Fisher for Pacific. Down the floor. Good move. In traffic. Webb. Skip pass. Dahlke for three. No good. Tigers another rebound. Fisher. Inside fouled with the button
for the Toreros to retake the lead. The lead that they have had for the majority of the contest tonight.
They had it for the first 26 minutes of this game. Fisher inside. That one's good. That's a 3 minutes to go. Fisher. Jump stop in the lane. Bouncing on through.
Jamerson. The exclamation point to maybe finish off his night with 21. What a run this has been for the Toreros here in the second half. Multiple guys contributing.
On more than 2 minutes without a bucket. See if the Tigers can find something on this possession.
It's a Tigers offense that got off to a hot start this season, but competition wasn't maybe the best. But that was a pretty good looking shot by off, and Jazz Gardner into the game as Morauskas goes for a three. A little short. Ralph one-arms the rebound. Gardner, 11 starts this season for Pacific. He's usually been the starting five-man for the Tigers. Off the glass, and one. That's a 6 wins at Carleton University before making the trek out here to the States, and now his first NCAA Division I head coaching opportunity. Washington trapped on the baseline. Morauskas had the loose ball for a second. It's going to stay with Pacific, though. The shot clock is down to 7. Fisher on the drive around Saxon was just able to hesitate enough into double figures now. He's up to 10 points. His first double-digit scoring performance since Palm Springs. Heels are up by 19 on Pacific in the WCC opener. Fisher on Dent. Trapped, but gets the little bunny hop shot
from the game. Randy Bennett's benchmark is 40%. So the Gales in all three of those categories are back to the standard that they like to set for themselves.
Marshallonis was good on his and one, so it's an 18-point St. Mary's lead. Fisher trying to get around Luke Barrett, able to do so, and 15 points. He's having himself a night.
And dare I suggest that Gustas Marshallonis isn't that far from a double-double. 9 points, and that was his ninth assist.
Ralph's been playing some hero ball for Pacific here in the second half. It's out of his hands right now and in the hands of his compadre, Fisher, who finishes into Saxon once more, and he drops that one in with 2.
10 assists for Gustas Marshallonis as well. He needs one more point to get a double-double.
Marshallonis has had 3-point assist double-doubles in his career. 2.5 to play. Fisher stumbling, and he's going to get another and one.
Driving Murris lost the handle, but Hardy there to pick it up. Elias Ralph with a good block. Tigers might have numbers here, 3-on-2. It's Fisher off the window and in. Ralph doubled out to Washington. Benson Provokovic has had the hot hand, but not that time as he's short. Fisher cleans it up. That's really put a hurting on the Tigers. Christian Gonzalez, we'll try that again. His career high 25 points, so he's 5 away as Fisher with the spin and the finish. Big time spin move there. With the rebound, the shot clock is in step with the game clock. It has not been turned off. Benson for 3, no. Fisher tipping the rebound to himself. Fisher is going to go up in traffic, put it in, and get to the line.
Did a good job boxing out, and ball goes off of Portland State.
Fisher, good move. Fisher shot fake and finish, and that's what Elijah Fisher can.
This could make it a 3-possession game. It's a big free throw.
So it stays a 2-possession game. Long pass ahead for Koulibaly. Tigers need to find a good-looking shot here. Fisher lost the handle, gets it back, goes right up and puts it in. 4-point.
San Francisco, I coached against him when I was at San Diego.
Did they
Florida, and now UNLV.
Did they call him Swish Wayne back then?
No, I just trademarked that here tonight, live at Lee's Family Forum, the Jack Jones Classic. Swish Wayne going crazy early.
There's Elijah Fisher, Washington again, deep into the shot clock. And that will rattle in for a
team. If you were a terrible team one year, more than likely or not, a lot of people are not coming back. And they had a new coaching change. Oh, that was a travel.
Yeah,
wow.
That should have been a travel, but the finish by...
These day and age, you want the older. Usually the older the better. You get these, fifth-year seniors and sometimes even sixth-year players, and it makes a big difference. Scoring off the glass, nicely done. As a
up and under.
Elias Ralph has re-entered the game for the final minute here of this half. Again, playing with 2 fouls. There's Fisher on cue. You said that low to the big man, and he flips it in.
And I'm just, if I'm Illinois State, I'm continually getting that ball to Chase Walker because he showed that Jazz Gardner cannot guard him on that pivot foot.
10 points now for Chase Walker. Now the Tigers go right at him that time, and Fisher with 10 on the shot clock now. One-on-one on Landon Wolf. He's going to try to take him to the rim. Lost the dribble. Still trying to create. Off the glass and in. Now it's Kinziger from the wing. His shot just nicked the front of the rim. Pence tried to save, but Washington comes away with it.
Mismatch. Fisher on Kinziger.
Takes him right to the basket and scores.
Just great recognition.
To win it over UConn. And he starts things off tonight for Colorado.
Talented grad transfer. Got a lot of buckets as a Cougar. He'll be a great addition to this Buffs team that loves to play inside out.
Washington penetrate. Kicks out. Now Fisher in the lane with that right hand. He scores tonight with their first 2 buckets.
Great play for an experienced player. He knew the defender was trailing him, curled him right to the rim.
Washington with the dribble. He is a transfer from Texas Tech. Fisher on the back down, gets in the lane and scores. Well, pitch back-to-back times down the floor for R.J. Smith. So he's now at 8 points. The drive and the bucket by Fisher to Ralph was very dangerous, and it results in a turnover. Yakimovsky just off the mark with a 3, and now Washington rips down the board. Under 9 minutes to go in Boulder. And a very competitive game here between Pacific and Colorado.
Seeing an offensive hesitation out of Pacific that wasn't there in the first half. They're thinking a lot more, searching a lot more. They were playing in rhythm with confidence in the first half, and right now you see a total difference in the way they're playing.
Get the bucket there, but I think
the Tigers getting a little smaller right here. Fisher, good pivot move.
Beautiful.
Get it out instead to Rudolph, and Rudolph, as he was falling down, got it to Young at a tough angle, and that shot went nowhere, and Fisher picks up the loose ball. Fisher, head of steam, stops inside the free throw line. Washington dumps to Ralph. Quick double team to Washington. Now to Fisher. No hesitation on the 3, and he knocks it down. Time on that end of the floor, and now an inbound with 18 seconds on the timer. Burke Smith on the floor for the first time. We'll get it up to Ralph, and now Fisher. Fisher Right to the rim, puts it up and in.
Physicality may be wearing on him, but a little bit here. And the ball not going in the basket, that has a tendency to really get you frustrated.
Gardner looking to enter, instead keeps on the perimeter. Kravakovic. Fisher with 7 to shoot. Fisher knows he has to go to work and does. Strong moves from Elijah. They have 3 consecutive tough road games at Colorado, at Illinois State, which is in less than a week. Actually, it's a week from today, exactly a week from today. Just got my days confused this time of year, you know. It's just a big, long holiday weekend. Is Fisher up and gets 2 off the glass.
Finish that one. Got to the rim.
Dumont, little Euro step, left it short, and Elias Ralph rips the rebound away. Ralph leaves a bounce pass off to his right to Fisher, who goes for the lay-in.
6.5 minutes into the first half.
Execute. 20 seconds on the shot clock at the inbound. Ralph out to Fisher, steps into an open 3 and swishes it through.
No student body here, no pep band, no cheer team. Taken away from some of the feel in the arena tonight.
Vuga got close but couldn't finish. And now Fisher tries to get downhill, knifes his way through the defense and gets the friendly roll.
Or tonight as well.
Makes it even more stunning as the skip pass to Jones, who misses a 3. Ralph gets the offensive rebound. Fisher takes 1 dribble, back to Ralph, touches it out to Washington, and now Fisher from the left wing drives to the baseline. Fisher ducks under a defender and puts it off the glass. 6 to shoot. Dumont had it knocked away from behind. Good hands by Washington. Fisher has the loose ball. Fisher downhill. Fisher can't get it to go, but they're going to count this go, so he's a local guy.
Played at Antioch High School, Zach. I had to research that. I was curious which high school in San Francisco, but he played at Antioch, actually, and had a very good high school career there.
Then attended North Idaho Community College. Fisher to Washington. Washington goes strong to the hole, leaves it short. That rebound gobbled up by... It's okay. Fisher's got 20 points. Great ball fake by Fisher. Gets into the thicket of defenders. And now to Washington for 3. Another offensive rebound. This is Ralph, who puts it up with the right hand and gets 2.
But he didn't want to pick up his 4th foul, so he sidestepped the offensive player. That led to an easy basket.
Washington to Fisher. Fisher behind the back. Fisher to the 10, and Fisher with an 64% shooter from the line. And 1 for 2 in the rebound clamp by Washington. Dumont with 12 points. They sling a pass down low to Kane. He's back out to the perimeter quickly. Fisher, dribble drive. Fisher, and 1.
Missouri gets a second chance thanks to that late foul call. Honor Boateng misses the 3. And Robinson almost steals it right back. He's brought a ton of energy early in the season from Missouri.
Really a 100%. And, you know, coming out of a half like he just had where he was just extremely hot, I'm not surprised at all for Dennis Gates to kind of get him a look on that baseline out of bounds.
He is 6 for 8 from beyond the arc.
Arkansas 5th in the conference, forcing steals, but Davis didn't draw a foul, and maybe the Tigers can get a shot in transition. Boy, the C just parted. Big C can't contest, and Elijah Fisher, everything was falling for him in that game.
Yeah, again, I got to talk to him.
Or to be in double figures in all 3 Arkansas games and 5 tonight for Boogie. Tell you what, the 3-pointers have been...
Dribble penetration out here. They're going to get pretty much anything they want.
Richmond missed the 3. Coach Calipari didn't want that shot. Nearing the 2-minute mark in a very busy first half.
At this stage of his career, he's a downhill driver, a lane scorer. Doesn't need to be taking a contested 3.
Is understanding what is a good shot and what is not a good shot something that these freshmen still will take some time to get used to?
Absolutely. And then nice set play. You get everybody looking on the ball side, looking at what's going on with the ball. got an athlete like Richmond flying to the rim.
Fisher's had a nice first half. 12 points for Fisher from here. So those are some stiff tests, but he's going to find out more about his team on this trip.
Yeah, and he was very excited to be coming in here for that very reason. He said this is going to be a test. We're going to get a true feeling about where we Z getting in there and Barry and Ralph behind him right under the rim.
6-point game. Cut that in half. And remember, he was a 41% shooter from distance last year at FAU.
It's going to happen. With all these injuries, it needs to happen sooner than later.
Fisher twisting, turning, shooting, and scoring.
Koulibaly now to Fisher. Pull up from 17. That's short. The ball is loose, and Fisher comes away with it. 20-second reset on the timer, but Fisher takes it right in and lays it up.
Koulibaly.
Tucson. So it's a 9-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Tigers hitting them out here early. Skip pass, Fisher. Fisher did such a great job getting downhill in Hawaii on Monday, and he does so here. Burrows his way to the bucket. You travel over there for a number of reasons, maybe not the least of which you're up at like 5 a.m. because it's the reverse time change, and you wake up refreshed. You have all morning, but you come back and you're in this fog. It's Fisher playing for 3.
Well, you knew 1 for 13 wasn't going to last long from beyond the arc for the Lumberjacks.
Ralph, short right corner. Draws a double for a moment, gives it out to Fisher, and he knocks down a 3. So the next one would be 1-1 for the Tigers, but they're going to get off a quick shot, I would imagine, on the inbound. Inbound to Ralph, who has to save it to Fisher. He makes the 3 with 1 second to go.
Thoughts on the pace here so far, Artie?
Well, the pace right now, the Rainbow Warriors are dictating everything about it. Their half-court defense is really creating problems for Pacific.
Elijah Fisher trying to get in the book, and he does.
That's just a big...
It's a Green. Extra pass. Hunkin Clater for 3. Can't hit it. And Fisher secures the rebound. Fisher all the way to the basket. Wow, what a drive.
Finish on the offensive end.
Some good up and down action here. The last couple of minutes. Under 2 to play in the half. Fisher off balance, but it goes.
Coming out to play.
He's got 8. Hawaii has the lead. Fisher again aggressive to the basket, goes to the jump hook.